And now, if I may call to the stage Her Excellency, the Baroness Shields, the Minister for Internet Safety and Security in the UK government.
Thank you, Your Highness. Your moving words reflect perfectly the goals of WeProtect and the importance of our global commitment to eradicate this crime and ensure the safety of children in the digital world. On behalf of the United Kingdom and the WeProtect International Advisory Board, I would like to thank the United Arab Emirates for the warm welcome you've extended to all of us, and of course for your inspired leadership and unwavering commitment to this agenda. The Home Secretary, Theresa May, very much wanted to be with us today, but understandably her plans changed following the terrorist attacks in Paris and the evolving security situation. I must say I was deeply moved last evening to see the dome and the entrance of this magnificent building bathed in the colors of the French flag. In support of that powerful symbol of solidarity, I would like to say that our thoughts and hearts are with the French people and to all the recent victims of terror all around the world. Last December, Prime Minister David Cameron convened the first WeProtect Summit in London. There, we came together as countries, as companies, and civil society organizations and agreed that child sexual abuse and exploitation is a global crime that requires a global response. And we met with a single aim in mind: to protect children from this crime, no matter where they lived in the world. Today, we are back to build upon that work and to develop the capabilities needed within our countries. We are here to pursue international cooperation on a scale that has not been seen before, and in a way that can only be accomplished when people who truly care work together. But as the experts you will hear from today and tomorrow, they will attest that the threat is constantly changing and it's never been more urgent to act. We are living in a remarkable time in which the intersection of technology and humanity is enriching people's lives and changing the way we interact with one another. Technology offers benefits and possibilities to our children that we as parents never experience. But as a result, childhood is being transformed beyond recognition. This is the first generation to grow up with unlimited access to information, with the ability to communicate and connect with people anywhere, even those they've never met, and the curiosity to discover the world beyond their homes, their schools, and their communities. We are meant to be the guardians of our children, yet none of us are prepared for the power that technology bestows upon us, nor are we prepared for its perils. Technology empowers the curious, the creative, and the compassionate equally, but it also empowers the criminal, the corrupt, and the coercive. Children's attitudes and online behaviors are transforming their personal relationships, and we're just beginning to understand the impact. A 2015 study by Bristol University in the United Kingdom found that teenagers accepted that swapping sexual images as text was a quote-unquote way of life. The study showed that 44% of 13 to 17-year-old British girls had sent a sexually explicit photo or text to another person. And of that, 9% of these children said they'd added people to their friend network on social sites with whom they've never met. And 5% they had sent personal information, such as their address or phone number, to these people. These are alarming statistics, and we must recognize that criminals with a sexual interest in children are the first to exploit these attitudinal changes. On a daily basis, sex offenders posing as children are targeting our young people online. Sometimes the images or compromising text are used as blackmail. In other times, children are groomed for on or offline sexual contact, and worse. Ever faster mobile internet access and factors such as anonymous networks and cryptocurrency mechanisms create even more opportunities for abuse, with more children in more countries affected. Simply put, it's never been easier to take advantage of a child online. Earlier this year, the UK National Crime Agency investigation led to the conviction of 11 individuals who were using video conferencing and social media to live stream children being sexually abused. Most of the victims were infants. This case, and sadly countless others, illustrates the importance of the establishment of a robust national response to combat these horrific crimes, and to ensure that children and victims are protected and that offenders are brought to justice. This is why in the UK, we are making sure our agencies have the technology, powers, and capabilities they need to tackle the perpetrators of this horrendous crime. We made an additional £10 million available to the National Crime Agency to recruit more staff, and we announced the creation of a groundbreaking cooperation between the National Crime Agency and the Government Intelligence Agency, GCHQ, which is now operational. Last year, we also launched the Child Abuse Image Database, and I'm pleased to announce that all UK police forces and the National Crime Agency are now connected to this powerful database. The Child Abuse Image Database underpins the work to deliver real improvements in how we tackle online child sexual exploitation, including taking less time to review images, leaving more time to resources to identify and protect victims. But this is not a problem that governments can solve alone. And I am pleased to recognize the commitment and actions of so many leading companies and organizations here today. Google and Microsoft have made significant progress in ensuring that child sexual abuse images and videos no longer appear in their search results. As a result of these changes, Google has seen an 8-fold reduction in people searching for this material on the web. And both companies can now, through shared technologies like photo DNA and video hashing, find and remove more images and videos of child abuse wherever they appear on the internet. And Microsoft, Google, Facebook, Twitter, and Yahoo have all begun taking hashes, or what are the digital fingerprints of child sexual abuse images, from the Internet Watch Foundation to enable the detection and removal of this vile material from their platforms and services all over the world. As part of our expanding coalition of supporters of WeProtect, I recently hosted senior Chinese government officials and technology leaders in the UK ahead of the state visit to discuss how we can work in partnership to reduce online child abuse and exploitation. And I'm delighted that you will hear from Tencent, a prominent company in China, about their efforts tomorrow. You will also hear from a number of countries, including Uganda and the Philippines, about successful operations and programs that they have developed and deployed. Last year, the UK pledged £50 million in funding towards preventing violence against children. The first $10 million is being used to support programs in 17 countries across 6 regions. As a result, in the past 5 months, UNICEF has worked with the Jordanian police to establish a new unit dedicated to investigating online crimes against children. And in Guatemala, UNICEF's expertise has supported the Cybercrime Investigation Unit, which has in turn dismantled 2 online exploitation networks. That's more criminals investigated, more perpetrators stopped, and more children rescued as a result of this financial support and UNICEF's tireless work. The vitally important work that we are doing deserves more funding, and we are asking all those countries and companies here today who can to join in the UK in protecting and supporting WeProtect Global Fund. You will also hear from the Global Alliance Against Child Abuse Online, led by the US and EU Commission, which has made substantial contributions toward ensuring that tackling online abuse and exploitation stays at the forefront of the global agenda. And I'm pleased to mention that the United States will present a proposal made jointly by the EU Commission, the United States, and the UK to merge this global alliance with WeProtect. We welcome your ideas in the upcoming consultation, and I am confident that this new united global movement will be even greater than the sum of its parts. Lastly, I urge you to sign and reaffirm the WeProtect Statements of Action. By joining forces, we can eradicate this crime and ensure that every child around the world has the potential to dream, to invent, and to amaze the world. Thank you very much.